Retro Red here, coming at you with a strange video. Today is Tuesday, July 7th, 2015. Today I'm going to be going over a flea market grab on a Tuesday. It was actually like a sidewalk sale, as well as a game store grab and a thrift store grab as well. First, we're going to start with the game store. On the 4th of July, a new game store opened up at the Cherry Hill Mall called J Street. It's their 8th location. They're currently open up a 9th location in the other section of the King of Prussia Mall. They're going to have 2 in King of Prussia, 1 in Conshohocken, 1 in Cherry Hill, 3 in New York, and I think 2 in Florida. I think that's right. Anyway, I brought in some stuff to trade in. It was stuff like Resident Evil 4 for PS2, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy X-2, Final Fantasy 12, games like that to trade in. And I picked up Lunar Knights complete for the DS, Sunset Riders complete in excellent condition, and Super Ballast for an awesome game. So I picked those up with trade credit. Very happy to add those to the collection. Alright, so now we're going to jump into the strange deal, the reason why this video is being made. I'm driving to my local Goodwill on my way into work, and I turn down one of the streets and I see a sidewalk sale. It's Tuesday around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Then I checked Craigslist to see if the sale was advertised anywhere, and it wasn't. It was just 3 guys decided that they wanted to sell some stuff and see if they can get any drive-by traffic, thinking that it's South Philly, no problem. So I stop, and the first thing I see is a Super Game Boy. I don't see any games. I don't see anything else. I see DVDs. So I'm going through all the boxes of DVDs, and then something tells me to look behind a painting. Behind a painting, which was it was like a little tote holding the painting up, and inside the tote were these 4 boxes that I see, as well as strategy guides. The first box I see, which is the reason for this week's question, in the comments down below, what is a game that you've been looking for but don't want to pay the money? Not necessarily because the game is extremely expensive, which is you just feel that the game doesn't deserve the money that it is, but you want it. I have 2 games. One is Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. It's a very common game, retails for around 10-15 bucks, 20 bucks on a really good day. You see it all the time. Every Super Nintendo lot has it, but I still don't have it complete in box for my collection. It's $100 and something game complete in box, which is ridiculous. I feel that game should be like 30-40 bucks because of how common the card is, but the box is fairly uncommon. This is another one. Doom for the Super Nintendo. I've been wanting this game for a really long time. It's an awesome game. My favorite one is Final Doom on the PS1, but that's besides the point. But this game retails complete in box for 50 to 70 bucks. I think it's like a $30 game in my opinion. When I go to pick it up, I notice it's heavy. It's because it's manuals. There's no games. So I lift up all the boxes, and there's Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Another box that I needed, full with manuals. Nightmare Creatures, full with manuals. Castlevania, again, full with manuals. And then there was, these manuals were inside the boxes as well as a Blockbuster Secrets and Codes book, Jet Force Gemini Official Strategy Guide, Castlevania. Now all these guides all have all the books, the posters, everything that came in and were in here. Banjo-Kazooie, Zelda Majora's Mask with the exclusive card is inside. Quake, another game I actually don't own for the N64. Ocarina of Time, Nintendo 64 Ultimate Strategy Guide, and the Super Game Boy manual. So I asked the guy, I said, how much are you looking to get for all this stuff? And then he tells me that he's looking to get, he doesn't really have a price in mind. So I asked, where are all the games at? Because these boxes don't have games inside them. I also didn't say the boxes had manuals inside them. I just said the box doesn't have games inside them. And he goes, well, the games went about an hour ago. We sold all of them for $75. He goes, "What are you willing to offer me on this stuff?" I said, "Well, how's $10 sound?" Just because I figured, if he counted at 20 or $30, I'd still buy it because the strategy guides alone are worth it, and the box for Doom I really wanted. And I didn't check the manuals. I didn't want to show that there was more stuff in the boxes than there really was. And he goes, $10 is fine. So I give my phone number and said, "Listen, if you ever find any more games that you're looking to sell or anything, give me a call." So inside the Nightmare Creatures box is a Star Fox manual, War Gods, Resident Evil 2, Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, Super Ballast 4. I'm going to go through these really quick. Castlevania 4 for Super Nintendo, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest with the map, Doom 64, which I don't think I own that one either, Castlevania 64 to go with the box, The Wizard of Oz, Uniracers, Battle Tanks, Hexen, Ocarina of Time, Uncharted Waters for Super Nintendo with the map. Okay, that's one box. Zelda, A Link's Awakening, Tetris Dr. Mario Combo, Madden 97. Now keep in mind, after I gave him the $10, I drove away, and then I pulled over the next block and I looked through these boxes. The next box I looked through, and I'm going through exactly how I went through these, was Star Wars Return of the Jedi. I'll go through this box next. And I'm praying for something ultra rare, something, uncommon, like Sculptor's Cut, something stupid. Battleship, another Mystic Quest, Super Battle Tanks, Midway's Greatest Arcades, Phalanx. Very happy to see this. 2 manuals for Doom, so I'll keep the better condition one, so now I'll just need the cart to complete that. Addams Family, Super Conflict, Star Wars Next Generation, Beethoven, Sim Ants, Gradius 3, Battletoads Double Dragon, another map for the Final Fantasy, interactive demo disc, Game Shark Pro guide, some more Game Shark paraphernalia things, registration cards and all that. Okay, so it's 2 boxes down, 2 to go. The next box I go through is the Castlevania 64 box. Inside that, I see the Dr. Frankenstein little ID card. Got some damage to it. And then as I'm flipping through, I'm going to actually set this up exactly how I set it up. Just like that. Clay Fighters, Super Nintendo. Zombies Ate My Neighbor. Asteroid 64. And then I see this. Castlevania Dracula X. And I'm like, this manual's in really good condition. So I immediately, I'm stoked. $10, it's crazy. Rampage 2 manual, which Rampage 2 I think is a pretty uncommon Super N64 game. Jurassic Park, Jet Force Gemini, Castlevania Dracula X, 2 copies. 2 copies of this manual. I've only seen the manual 4 times. Once in my completed box copy, and 1 other time I've had it. Now I just picked up 2 copies. Monopoly, Klabooey, Clue, Star Fox, Clue again, Glover, and then I look through the last box, and I'm like, if I don't see anything else, I'm way stoked. Robotech, unfortunately, if anybody's got the poster or the map or chart, whatever you want to call that, for this, let me know. I desperately need it. Eye of the Beholder, which feels kind of thick. No, it's just thick. Operation Thunderbolt, Metal Combat, Darius Twins, Mega Man X, Pitfall, Army Men Sarge's Heroes, Lost Vikings, Lode Runner 3D, Kirby's Dream Course, Lethal Weapon, Glover's controller card, and Operation Europe for the Super Nintendo. So now, after all that, I'm extremely happy, extremely stoked. I believe I need all those strategy guides as well for my collection. Pretty sure I could just sell this and get my $10 back. I go to like this thrift store that I was supposed to go to, Goodwill. Didn't find anything. I go to another thrift store, and I turned out that the store actually now is going to charge eBay prices on everything. He started getting smart. He realized people kept coming in for video games. He looked them up, realized that he was letting them go too cheap. So now he's eBay prices. So I picked up Tetris Party Deluxe. He wanted $10 for it. It's about $5 off of retail. It's a game I wanted for the way I love Tetris. And this one, even if he told me eBay money, I would have bought it because I've really needed this game. Been looking for a clean copy of it, and that's Iron Storm. It's a Working Designs title. I only need Shining Wisdom's actual box and manual. I have the cart. This actually comes with the registration card that hasn't been used. CD's perfect. Very glad to get this. He charged me only 25 bucks for it. This game has gone down drastically in value. It was up to 60 bucks at one point, but has gone down since. Guys, like I said, in the comments down below, what is the game that you refuse to pay all the money for? And not necessarily because it's rare, but just because you feel that it's a common game that doesn't deserve the money that it deserves. Comments down below. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, thumbs up. Bye.